All right, another fast down. Just want to go over the details and let's get into it. Last night was not great. You could tell from my crazy hair. I was up most of the night. My stomach not feeling well. Um, Probably shouldn't have done a chili cook-off, but it was fun. However, let's get into it. Last night was the end of my 3-day refeed. And this morning I woke up and I gained 13.8 pounds. Not too bad. I gained 11.6 last time, so add one more day of refeed and, not too bad. Um, However, after my 7-day water fast, I lost 7.4 pounds. So that's pretty good. I did do a little bit of math here. Let me move this around. And that means that over the 10 days, which includes these three, over the 10 days of this fast, I lost an average of 0.74 pounds per day. Right? I count the 3 days of refeeding in part of the loss so that it's just the average of the full time. So the last time that I did a 5-day fast and a 2-day refeed, I lost 5 pounds, which is a total of 0.71. And the time before that, I lost 4.4, which is 0.62 pounds a day. So for sure, the 7.3 was better than those 5.2s. Not a lot better. So that's something I have to weigh out. And this is how my tests go in general. I test them out. I do as much math and stuff as I can, and I decide how hard was that mentally, and how much did I lose, and which one is worth it. Right now, I'm still on the 5.2s. It's convenient for that to line up on the week and to be nice. Let's show the graph real quick. So this day right here, my first day of refeeding, is the most I think I've ever gained in one day. Maybe over here I gained the same, but it's that was a big jump. But then the second day wasn't so bad, and the third day wasn't so bad either. So I just thought that was funny. I wasn't worried, but yeah, I was this point I went below 300 pounds. Right, my lowest weight now is 296.2, so I'm under 300, which is awesome. But I very quickly got back into the 300s, and so it'll take a little bit for me to get back below, and probably 2 or 3 days of this week's fast. This week, so let's go through my plan. This week, I'm going to do another 7-day water fast, and this time a 4-day eating. That way I'm back on the week, right? That way it's back to 21 days for these two tests. But then I'm going to do something I've had planned from the very beginning, and that is a 21-day water fast with a 10-day refeed. And so most of October I will be fasting, and I want to see what the shrink week, which is day 14 to 21, I want to see what special things, if any, happen then. A lot of people note extra healing, and my back is healing really well, but I would love to get extra healing there. So then, yeah, and then I just have my plans down so that on Thanksgiving it's an eating day, and I don't have to worry about that. And on Halloween it'll be an eating day. I don't expect that to be a big deal. I don't need a lot of that candy. But yeah, so I'll be eating on Thanksgiving, and I'll be eating Christmas and Christmas Eve. That's why I really wanted to plan out my fasting, was just I like to plan things out so that there's not excuses to break as much as I can. And that's really the reason why this became a 7-day fast, was because of my friends getting together or my church getting together and doing a chili cook-off. I wanted to be able to eat with everybody and to have fun and to socialize. And so I made that an eating day. And so all I had to do that was extend my water fasts a few days, and so that Tuesday could be eating day instead of Friday, Saturday. and it worked out great, right? And it worked out other than last night where I was kept up most of the night from my stomach, like it worked out really great. Um, but yeah, so all in all, this week has been great. I do, I do think that doing these. Oh, I came up with a new plan, and that is I want to get to the point near the end when I'm through the holidays and all of that. I would love to try a couple of tests where my goal isn't a number of days, it's a number of pounds down. And that way it'll probably be 10 pounds. And that way I will fast until I'm 10 pounds below my lowest point. And then however many days that was, I'll divide that by 2 and that will be my refeed window. So I expect it to take somewhere around 10 days to lose 10 pounds. It might take a little bit less. And then I'll refeed for 5. And I'll just do that. Actually, if it's 10 days, I'll probably refeed for 4 so that it stays on the weekly thing. But I want to see how that works so that then I can have my goal of what weight I'm going to hit, and I'll know for sure I'm going to get there, because I don't know whether or not fasting is going to take longer when I get close to my goal or not. And so there's just, to me, running these tests help me to be focused. They help me to still be interested. And one of the main things for me, and I might have said this in an earlier video, this Saturday when I was water fasting and I was hanging out with my family because my uncle, who's only a year older than me, just did his very first marathon. And so we went up to Logan and watched that, and it was awesome. I'm super proud of him. But it was really tempting to eat. But if I had eaten, then my test would mess up, right? I wouldn't be able to come and see exactly how much weight I lost during the thing by weighing myself the next morning. And that has worked so many times for me where I just want to break the night before, and I can't because then my data will be messed up. So that kind of thing is really helpful to me. So you really just have to find out what's helpful to you to stick on when things are hard. And that's what I'm working on, and that's what I'm learning. So yeah, all in all, this was a great fast. It wasn't much harder to do 7 days. Like I say, the only reason why I don't think I'll keep doing 7 days is because it doesn't line up really nicely on the week. But if I ever need to move those days around, like a 7-3 is a really great way to go. It wasn't harder than a 5-2. I might end up doing, one of the ones I wanted to test was a 10-4. Good buddy. And because then most likely I'd lose 10 pounds in 14 days, maybe 11 pounds probably in 14 days. And that would be pretty good. But yeah. So I like continually doing tests because it keeps me focused on it in a way that is helpful. But again, great fast. I'm happy with it. And that's it from me. Thanks, everybody.